Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to the January 2020 monthly reading. I am Amy from Cancerian House, and I am glad to have you here with me. I'd like to start off by giving my disclaimer. As this is a general reading, it will not resonate with every single Sagittarius on the planet. So if you find that some of the messages are not resonating with you, please do take only what resonates and leave the rest. It just means that those messages were not intended for you at this time. If you find that none of this is resonating with you, that's okay. It just means I was not tuned into your energy. So please check your moon, rising, and Venus sides for messages that may be more pertaining to you at this time. That being said, I just want to remind everybody that you should never make a life decision or any choices based off of a general reading, because not all the information suited to your personal situation would be available to you in a general reading. But if you are looking for a reading that's more tailored to your specific situation, please do seek out a private reading. It doesn't have to be for me. There are many wonderful readers on YouTube that do private readings, so I do suggest you check their videos out and find one that resonates with you very well. I am offering private email readings at this time only. If you're interested in that, check the description box below or go to my About section on my YouTube channel and follow the link to my website, and all the information that you would need would be found there for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your reading started. So at the bottom of the deck for overall energy, we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving knight. He is single-minded focused. He is very quick. He is intensely focused, and he knows what he wants, and he knows how to get it. He's intelligent and confident. He likes to express his opinions and beliefs in a friendly, no-hold-bar debates or arguments. He's a great for advice for logical problems or plans. He's very impatient in the face of emotion. So he's definitely not one that's going to handle matters of the heart very well. But if you need a logical problem solved, he's the person that you would go to. Now, I want to remind everybody that we all obtain male and female energy within us. So when I say he, it could be she could be he. Take that as it resonates. It really just speaks to the energy of the card and the traits of the person that could be, again, you or the person that you're dealing with. So at the heart of the matter, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is the past energy. This is a card of, those sweet, innocent times of days gone by, childhood, innocence. It is warm and happy and gives you that fuzzy feeling. Could be a creative endeavor or passion project that you maybe had to leave behind, leave unfinished, that you may now be thinking about returning to. It can also speak to people or persons from your past. And this does not necessarily mean an ex, although it could. This could be anyone that you felt a strong connection with. It could be, a former teacher, a former principal, a pastor, a preacher. It could be an old childhood friend, a cousin, a family member that you've lost contact with and maybe thinking about returning and seeking them out, or this could be them thinking about seeking you out. This also speaks to in some cases, a soulmate energy, where there was a strong connection and bond between you. And what is crossing it is judgment. So this is making a final call, calling in judgment on the past, making peace with it, understanding it, and letting it go so you can move forward. Wow. Very interesting, Sagittarius. At the root, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands in the tarot can be seen as the playgirl or playboy of the tarot, because they have this impetuous, impatient energy about them. They're very generous and ambitious. They will go anywhere, do anything. They're happiest when they have a clear set goal. They're very popular and social. They're someone people want to be around. They're given to grand gestures from the best of intentions, but they can also be undependable because they tend to lose interest or quickly in projects, endeavors, and people and things, and go chasing after the next shiny object or next shiny challenge to them. Um, Again, this could be a fire sign, a Leo, an Aries, or even you, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. And again, this speaks to the energy of the Knight of Wands. They're very passionate, and or the traits. See, this could be somebody you were dealing with, or this could be you. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords speaks to, really, it's an energy of betrayal. It's an energy of sneaking around, of trickery, of deception, of wearing a false mask. It is getting away with something strategically, theft or loss. Minor setback, a warning to protect what is yours. But it also could speak to self-deception. There could have been some deception here in the recent past. And that could really be anything. That could be somebody not, speaking how they feel, or, we'll have to clarify that to find out more. What you're wanting, Sagittarius, as an outcome here is the Six of Wands, which speaks to success, victory, public recognition for efforts and achievements that you have put in, that took to win this battle. It is being prosperous for whatever you set your hand to. Future energy moving towards you is the Emperor. So I love the Emperor energy. You may be dealing with a father or an Aries. Again, you don't have to be. Take that only if it resonates, because the Emperor is the father of the tarot. He is a very strong, bold man. He's a man of vision. He's a natural born leader. He's very intelligent and of conscious mind. He has the reason and the ability to create and to build. He's a man of vision, so he knows what he wants. He knows how to get it and how to build it. He's brave. He's assertive, and most of all, he's in control of himself and of his environment. I love the Emperor's energy, and how you see yourself, Sagittarius, is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, speaks to operating from a place of fear and holding back or holding on to something too tightly, or holding back because you're afraid of losing something, maybe something that you gained. This is not sharing your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. This is holding on to something that's not really maybe suiting you anymore. But it also speaks about an energy and a warning of becoming stagnated by holding on to something that, needs to be released, or maybe even some control loosened up. Because when we get in this energy, we prevent anything new from coming in, and we're preventing our own growth. So again, this could be you, this could be where you're at. This is how you see yourself, Sagittarius, is, you're holding back, you're holding on. The energy, outside energy that's affecting this is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles speaks to you really being independent, abundant, standing in your own power. It is about being financially capable and set on your own. This can also represent small indulgence, so going out and treating yourself for a movie, buying yourself a piece of jewelry, having a spa day, just some small little decadent purchases to kind of celebrate your own independence. Again, this is in the outside resources, but this can also represent you. and your hopes and fears, you have the moon. And the moon is really all about our subconscious mind. It is, it illuminates our fears, our worries, our shadow side. It's a time of confusion, emotional and mental trials, illusions and fears of subconscious intuition. It's warning of false mass deceptions or persons. Remember, we have deception over here. But it really, with the moon, a lot of what I see or I feel with the moon is the whole not knowing, being in the dark, not knowing what's going to happen, not, being able to predict what's going to transpire, so we don't know where you're going. And because you can't see the whole path in the moon illuminated for you, you can only see small parts. And it really talks about overcoming your fears and, separating your fears from your intuition and following your intuition down that dark, shadowy path that is going to lead you out and back out into the sun. So it really is all about, recognizing your fears, acknowledging them, so that you can also separate them from that intuition, that feeling, that gut feeling that leads you, and letting it lead you and following it to the place of sunshine and warmth and positivity, where, it's joyous times, celebration, happiness. It's the simple, pleasures in life. It's really getting back to that place of enjoyment. So, I feel like that, that makes sense to be in your fears, Sagittarius, because you're worried because you don't know, where you're going or what's coming towards you. Let's see. So the best possible outcome at this time, or the energy moving towards you, is actually the Hierophant. So this is a spiritual man, but it doesn't have to be. So it could be a preacher, a pastor, a reverend. Again, doesn't have to be. It could also be a leader of, the Hierophant is a natural born leader. So to be a leader of an organization, of a company, a boss, a CEO, a principal, a dean. This also speaks to higher levels of learning. So some of you may be going back to school. It also speaks to family traditions and values and higher levels of commitment. So some of you may be getting, engaged, married, moving in together. Again, doesn't have to be. I'd like to clarify this a little more to get a better picture of what we got going on here, because this is definitely an interesting story. And I would love to know in the comments if this is your story. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the Six of Cups, please. Why is the Six of Cups here for Sagittarius? Please, Spirit, why is Six of Cups here? Please show me clearly and accurately. Why is the Six of Cups here? Thank you. Thank you. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords that came out. So what I see here is the Knight of Pentacles is the most dependable knight in the tarot. He's very practical, very dependable, very stable, but he moves entirely slow. He's not quick. He is, he's good with money matters. He's our handyman. He can, fix anything. He's very hardworking. He's cautious and organized. A bit of a loner, not very social. Can be a hermit. Can be very greedy sometimes with his money, kind of like a miser. And can be sometimes very dull and boring. But he's stable. And the Ten of Swords indicates, being stabbed in the back, a betrayal. And the 10 is all about endings. So what I feel like is there was something stable here in the past, but it came to an end, which is why judgment is now being called on this situation. So let's see why Judgment is here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of information on Judgment. We got the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, excuse me, and the Two of Swords on Judgment. So the Knight of Swords is a person who operates from the head and not from the heart. The King of Swords is all about being logical and intelligent. He analyzes it. He doesn't, like, again, doesn't operate from the heart space, so he's not about passion. He is all about, practicality and logical thinking. He does not seek to inspire or to have people love him. He uses his intelligence and his objectivity to decide what is right and fair and just. He has very high standards, and he expects a lot of those around him. He can lack passion for those who appear weak and will not tolerate emotional outbursts. So with the King of Swords here, with Judgment, I feel like this is more a game towards the truthful communication, because the swords are all about mental clarity and truth and communication. The Two of Swords here is a energy of, a lot of people just think it's being stuck between two decisions and not wanting to decide. I see it as more as being indecisive, because maybe not all the information is available to make a decision. Therefore, it creates this stalemate, or this inactive information, or inability to make a decision, because not everything is known. And I think that's why the King of Swords is here, is because the King of Swords seeks out truth and truthful communication, so a judgment call can be called. Or maybe it is just being stuck because of not having information, and they're calling judgment, letting judgment be called on the situation so that you can move yourself forward. Very interesting. Why is the Knight of Wands here in the distant past? So this would be far, far past, like long, long ago. This would not have been something recent. All right, so what I have, not a surprise. So we got the Queen of Swords that came out, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress. So I'm not surprised to see the Queen of Swords come out. So what I see here is somebody in the past had the energy of the Knight of Wands. They were very quick and very, flirtatious and kind of hard to pin down. They were a fast, quick, energy that kept on moving and jumping to different, maybe people or relationships or situations. They just were hard to really nail down, because they had that fiery passion, need to explore, to discover kind of energy. But the Queen of Swords is like, she is the counterpart to the King of Swords. She is intelligent. She's been through the battle. She's been through the pain. She has that experience, and she doesn't tolerate, foolery. She, again, operates more from the head than from the heart, but she's very warm and gooey on the inside. A lot of people just see her as cold and distant, but really she is warm and gooey on the inside. But with her, she will not tolerate, foolery. So she cut this out. And there may have been a new opportunity that was presented, and someone wants to nurture this. The Mother of the Tarot could be a mother, could be somebody who has children together, this couple, but doesn't have to be. The Empress is just about, this warm, loving energy. This is somebody who sits in a place on her throne, and it kind of brings ideas and concepts and abundance and moves things forward into the world naturally and nurturingly. She doesn't force anything. She lets it come and happen naturally. And so what I could feel here is like, we had this, this playboy energy in the past, and somebody cut that out. It led to a new opportunity, and they were very maybe nurturing, or became a mother. I'm really curious to see how that fits. Let's look at these Seven of Swords in the recent past. see what comes after that. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles, which speaks to family ties, being in that place of being, you know, successful in your career, financially stable, happy in love, happy in life, happy family. There's the white picket fence, the dog, the cat, the whole, you know, the whole beautiful picture that we all want to have. And we have the Five of Swords, which is an energy of doing something to succeed or win in a battle, in a situation that may be less than honorable. It also speaks to doing what's best for you without taking into consideration of anybody else in the scenario. And we also have the Page of Swords. So again, this is the page. This page is a very interesting page. It's very interesting energy. So this page, the Page of Swords, is a curious overachiever or slacker, depending on how they're motivated. They're brilliant minds, they're problem solvers, they're out-of-the-box thinkers. They can lack intellectual discipline. They bring messages of problem solutions or gossip. But the Page of Swords is also somebody who seeks out knowledge and truth. If they don't know something, that's the whole curious nature of them, they seek it out. So this could be, you know, a situation where someone has been kind of watching someone from the sidelines because they were trying to figure out whether or not this person was being honest and truthful, because there may have been some deceptive behavior in the distant past. And with the Knight of Wands, I could understand why someone would want to watch and see if this is, you know, is being truthful, if they really have changed. And, you know, I'm actually putting this together now. So I think before, and we had somebody who was in this Knight of Wands energy, and the, you know, this Queen of Swords that cut him off. But they brought in a new opportunity, wanting to nurture the situation and improve it. They wanted to bring, you know, everybody to this Ten of Pentacles place because they see this person as their long-term happiness, their complete abundance. But there's somebody here that's doing what's best for them. They're checking out the situation because they feel like, you know, there could be some deception taking place here. Wow. Again, I would love to know who this resonates with and what this story is. Six of Wands. Please, Spirit, why is the Six of Wands here? Whatever this is, Sagittarius, you want to have a victory in the situation. That's how you want to see this resolve. You want a victory. So let's see what this is about. Six of Wands, please, Spirit. Show me clearly and accurately. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. So what came out was the Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups. So the Ten of Wands is about being overworked, overburdened, overstressed, and putting down those burdens. And the Five of Cups is all about that place of being in heartbreak and sadness and grief, and focusing on what was lost to the point where you can't see what still remains because you're so focused on what was lost in the situation. It's about, you know, regret and sorrow, disappointment and despair. When you turn your back on emptiness, you can find fulfillment, because not everything is lost. Yes, there has been loss here, but there's things that still remain. And what I see here, Sagittarius, is this Five of Cups can be a burdensome energy to be carrying around, because it just creates this very dark place, you know, with the moon. That's where this is where the Five of Cups resides. And what I see here is you want to put down this burden, this feeling of loss and despair, and move forward. And that is victory in and of itself. That's how you will have victory in the situation, is putting down this burden and moving forward. Wow. I love it. The Emperor, please, for future energies coming in. The Emperor, please. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. So this could be reunion, but this can also be a card of celebration, going out, having fun, enjoying life, being with friends. Yep, standing your ground. You're good. This is somebody moving into that Emperor energy of being strong and assertive and bold and a leader, and knowing what they want, knowing how to get it, how to build it. Like they're starting stepping into their power. They're going out. They're celebrating. They're standing their ground. Let's see if we can get another one on the Emperor. Wow, I love this energy. So that very well could be you. You could be stepping into the Emperor energy and moving away from this, having victory and stepping in and bringing yourself into balance, because, with the Moon and the Five of Cups and the 10 of Wands here, you definitely bringing in balance. All right. And let's see this Four of Pentacles, please. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? I can see why now you would see yourself as holding on. Yes. We got Four of Pentacles again. So we got that clarified. Four of Pentacles clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you ready to release this. Though you know you've been hanging on, you know it's not serving you, you're ready to release that and step into your abundance, allow more abundance to come in, stand in your own power, be financially and physically just capable all on your own. What's influences is the Nine of Pentacles. So let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles, please. This is absolutely beautiful. Yes. We have the Three of Wands that came out. And that is all about future planning, looking to the future, seeing what else is available for you out there. It's being ready to take a self journey and discover new things. And, that's Nine of Pentacles is, again, standing in your own power, being your own boss, being independent. I love this. The Moon, please. What's going on with the Moon? I really just think that's really speaking to your fears about this, though. But let's see. You are all over this reading, Sagittarius. This is all about you. Yeah, they're not going to give me anything on the Moon. There's one more try here. But I do think it's all about, your fear that you have been lingering with, that over that Five of Cups and that 10 of Wands, because you don't want to feel that energy anymore. You want to release that and move forward, and you don't know where you're going at this point in time. Yeah, we have cards came. All right, so yep, we have the Devil, we have the Hanged Man, and we have Temperance. So I think here we have some, some toxic behaviors or patterns, maybe way of thinking and maybe lingering in this Five of Cups that we are, now releasing, and which has created some fear-based, feelings going on in our shadow side. We have the Hangman, which is an indication of needing a new perspective or not taking any action. And we have Temperance, which is all about bringing healing and balance. So I feel like this is what this is related to is, we were maybe lingering in this Five of Cups energy for too long, but we're releasing that and we're moving forward to have victory, to really bring ourselves into balance, get back to life, back to celebrating, standing our ground, releasing the past, stepping into our Nine of Pentacles and healing ourselves and bringing balance. And the Hierophant, what is that about? The Hierophant, please. Thank you. Thank you. Judgment. And the Seven of Swords. Again, so this talks again about deception and calling in this commitment and calling final judgment on it. And only you are going to know how that judgment call comes out. But I do have Nine of Wands there on the bottom. And that is, standing your ground. It's a wounded warrior. They're being protective and they're standing their ground towards this connection. Wow. And at the bottom of the other deck, let's take a look. We have, again, the Hanged Man. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we got the Queen of Swords. So this is not taking any actions because something has yet to been revealed. And I'm going to clarify that. High Priestess in reverse. I don't usually read reversals. So if you give me just a minute, I need to actually look that one up. But I'm going to take this as a reversal because I've seen it at the bottom of the other deck also as Ruby in reverse. Yes, this card warns of knowledge withheld. You may be seeking something that you are not meant to know. Perhaps someone is keeping something from you that you need to know. It could even be that you have knowledge that needs to remain secret, at least for now. Wow. So this situation has definitely got the guidance of the divine all over it. So there's not any action being taken at this time on this situation because there is something that is not known or something that's not to be known yet, which is why the Seven of Pentacles is here. And that is all about divine timing and waiting. It's about doing all that you could in a situation, put in all the effort, all the work, and now have to have patience and wait. I really like to kind of refer back to the farmer as an example. Farmer plants his crops. He does everything he can to make sure that they're going to be plentiful and they're going to grow. And as much as he would like to rush the growing process so that he can see what his harvest is going to be, he can't rush that. It has to take its natural course. So that's a lot of like this. That's really the energy of the Seven of Cups. You've done everything that you could in this situation, and you, as much as you want to rush it to see what kind of rewards or the outcome, you can't. It has to happen in its own natural time, and that's the divine's plan, and that's the divine timing in this. And the Queen of Swords again is here, and again she operates more from the head than from the heart, and she's all about that, that truthful communications, that intelligence. And I feel like, as she's ready and she's wanting to communicate, but she knows she can't, not yet, because she cannot do anything because this is all being guided. Wow. Yeah, there's something blocking the path forward, which is the divine. The divine has not removed this block forward for this particular situation. So again, Sagittarius, if this is your reading, please let me know. I am interested to see how this turns out. I'm going to grab some romance angels and a advice card from the goddesses to close this out for you. Wow, an incredible read. I don't think I've had this much fun with any of the readings, and this was definitely fun. Okay, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Ooh. Can I get 2 more for Sagittarius, please? New love. Okay, we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So you could have children together, maybe thinking about having children. This person may have children, or you may have children that are affecting the situation. And let's see. One more, please, for Sagittarius. I'm super excited to see how this is going to turn out because I am Sagittarius moon and rising. So some of this is resonating, some of it's not. Wow. Ooh, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So some of you may have spent the holidays with this person. All right, so let's get one goddess card for Sagittarius to close it out, please. Spirit, one beautiful message to close this out for Sagittarius, please. One beautiful message to close this out for Sagittarius. One beautiful message, please. Please do remember, if you could, to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if this resonates with you, if you enjoy this, if you want to see more future videos and content as I release it. All your support is muchly appreciated. There we go. Bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So there is a beautiful message that goes with this card that I would like to read to you to close this out. Just pull that up here. This is a kind universe, and everyone within it is working in your favor. There are no tests, blocks, or obstacles in your way except your own projections of fear into your future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time, as well as all future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when light shines all around you? Step into this brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying, as this anxiety squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace those energies with ones that will serve you and your family. Instead, refuse to think of anything except your bright today and tomorrow, and I promise you that it shall be so. You and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. Let go of any bag lady fears about your future. Hold positive thoughts and intentions. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. Don't worry about money, but instead visualize abundance. Beautiful. And what do we talk about? About releasing this Ten of Wands and this Knight of Cups and the Moon and in your dark shadowy sides, that fears, that and worries. Right there is telling you, stop worrying. Everything's going to be fine. You may not know where you're going. You may not know what is happening or where this is heading, but it's telling you, stop worrying. Everything's going to turn out just fine. Beautiful ending message that tied this all in together. All right, thank you, Sagittarius, for tuning in. I appreciate having you all here. Please remember to live in light and love. Namaste. Bye for now.